So Geraldo Rivera, I think, recently left Fox News. And, I wouldn't categorize Geraldo as a leftist, not by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you could say he's like a moderate liberal or a centrist or whatever. But certainly that puts him out of step with most of the people over at Fox. And so now he's sort of letting it all hang out in terms of how he feels, not only about Fox News, but also specifically about Tucker Carlson. So this is really interesting, getting the insight of somebody from behind the scenes, and he's got a lot to say about it. Let's listen.
Why do you think he was able to do things like the January 6th coverage, which I think
ratings?
Right.
Yeah, but he was very, very, very powerful, and you can in the discovery in the Dominion lawsuit, you see how arrogant he was, how contemptuous he was of trying to do the right thing and losing the audience, and how naive certain producers or certain reporters were when they complained of his bullshit.
Right.
It was pathetic, really pathetic. He got way too big for his britches. And the worst thing about Tucker, like I say, I have no beef against anybody. The worst thing about what he did was the ruthless pragmaticism that he displayed. I'm going to do this because that's what the audience wants. In other words, it wasn't the malevolent media leading the audience. It was the audience leading the malevolent media. What he did was unforgivable, basically. He made a mockery of the tenets of journalism. Now, all of us have done sensational things from time to time. All people, highly visible people, do things they look back on and they regret, maybe I should have turned this down or whatever. But he seemed to me to willfully embrace something he did not sincerely believe in, because it resulted in higher ratings. It stopped the hemorrhaging of the ratings from Fox to Newsmax.
Look, man, all that stuff is undeniably true, and it was proven in the Dominion leak. So as a result of the Dominion lawsuit against Fox News, a lot of the internal correspondence of Fox News got leaked to the media. And by the way, the reason Fox News settled that case and paid them out is because they knew that if this went to trial and we had the discovery period, there would be so much over-the-top damning stuff with the internal correspondence and emails and text messages of the various Fox News hosts and producers, etc. What do we learn about Tucker Carlson there? I mean, it really is astonishing, right? Because he's sort of shamelessly continuing to plug along, and he's doing his little Twitter show and whatnot. But in no uncertain terms, it was proven that he's a fraud. Because as he was saying one thing on the air, he was behind the scenes saying the exact opposite. We learned from the internal correspondence that Tucker Carlson despises Donald Trump. He hates him with a burning passion. In fact, he may have used that exact terminology, that I hate this guy with a burning passion, and absolutely nothing positive has come out of the Trump era, and I can't wait to stop talking about him on a daily basis. I can't wait to get past this guy. Nothing good has come out of this era. I hate it. Internally, he knew, hey man, this rigged election stuff is total nonsense. Then at the same time, he was trying to get some Fox News reporter fired for accurately pointing out that some of the rigged election stuff was total nonsense. This is a total charlatan. And his main concern, and this was expressed as well internally, was like, oh my God, we're losing viewers to Newsmax. We're losing viewers to One America News. And why are we losing them to those outlets? Because, we called Arizona when it was very clear Biden won. We actually made the call that Biden won Arizona, and those other outlets were not doing it. And so what are we doing? Hey, I want to not call Arizona too. I want to pander to my audience and whatever they want to hear and not tell them the truth in any way, shape, or form, simply to juice my ratings. This is what we got from them. Again, guys, I don't want you to take my word for it. I want you to go read the internal correspondence. I want you to read the Fox News leaks from the Dominion trial, and you'll see. None of this is subjective. None of this is opinion. None of this is me putting a spin on it. None of it is me being hyperbolic. All of it is laid out right there in front of you. And then without skipping a beat, homie's right out there doing the same damn thing and pretending like, he's a Trump guy and he actually loves his audience and he's a truth teller and he's going to just spit the facts. And it's like, nothing could be further from the truth. He is absolutely, positively, 100%, without a doubt, audience captured, which is interesting too, because usually that's a problem that's more reserved for alternative media. And he was audience captured when on Fox News. I mean, establishment media has their absolute insane biases, mostly pro-establishment. In the case of Fox News, pro-Republican Party, pro-Trump. In the case of MSNBC, pro-Democratic Party, pro-Biden. They have massive problems. But usually, like, audience capture it's an online thing, and he was already experiencing audience capture when he was on Fox News at 8 o'clock. Stunning level of shamelessness. Even Bill O'Reilly, for all of his colossal flaws, and he was terrible. He was very detrimental to the body politic. But even he every now and then would come out there and buck what his own audience wanted to hear. He went out there and told them, Barack Obama, I'm sorry, he was born in the United States of America. This birther nonsense isn't true. We have the Hawaii newspaper announcement right here of his birth. We went there and checked the archives and the records. It turns out he was born there. Get over it. Get over it. Get over it. Tucker doesn't have that in him. Not even a little bit. Tucker is a wave rider. Tucker is massively audience captured, and he's a liar. He's telling you one thing publicly, and behind the scenes he thinks the exact opposite. Why would you take a single word he says at face value when he's already proved to you he doesn't believe the same things or say the same things privately as he says publicly? He's doing an act. And by the way, that also came out. Remember, there was a different trial where that came out in court where basically their defense was like, nobody should really take what he says seriously. This isn't actually like news. Come on. Okay. But I would like people to learn from that. Don't just take it and say, oh, I still like him. No. Learn from that. Learn he's a charlatan and a con man and a fraud and move on. And Geraldo, for all of his flaws, and he has many, he's accurately pointing all this out. Ruthlessly pragmatic. Made a point of lying on purpose. Saying not what he believed, what he thought the audience wanted to hear. Nobody should take that seriously. All right, y'all, that's the show. I love y'all very much, as always. Thank you for listening to me babble. Just some quick announcements. We are doing a debate breakdown special on Crystal, Kyle, and Friends. Definitely check that out. I'm excited to watch the debate. I'm excited to break it down. You can sign up on Substack below. $5 a month gets you the video of every show, and it gets to you a day early usually. And you can sign up for free too and get the audio podcast version of it a day later. However, this is going to be a special, so we're going to release it, and we're going to do it snippy, dappy, dippy doo. We're going to do it as quickly as humanly possible, so you guys could all watch the debate breakdown. But definitely support Crystal, Kyle, and Friends. Thank you to everybody who supports this show on Patreon. You guys mean the world to me. You make it function. And again, one more time, click that sub button. If you watch this channel and you're not subbed, I don't know what you're doing with your life. Hook a brother up. It helps me out massively. It doesn't cost you anything. And we're trying to get to that next plaque. So, all right, guys, having said all of that, I love you all, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Hey, y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop, and watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.